What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our gas course project, an action RPG built from scratch using, of course, the gameplay ability system plugin, C++, the blueprints, all that good stuff. So yeah, last time we were working on our input buffering system. So we were able to make a component for our input buffer, but I found out, at least for my project, I don't know if it's true with vanilla gas. But there's a bug with retriggerable abilities. For some reason, for example, the dodge isn't being retriggered when I'm pressing its input, for example. So, here on the right, we have retrigger instanced ability. It's instanced per actor. But every time I dodge, connect my controller just because it's better. Every time I try to dodge, it doesn't really let me. Like, I should be able to cancel out, like, as I'm dodging, right? Like, I'm pressing it like crazy, the dodge button, but it's not letting me dodge while I'm already dodging, which I believe is the point of a retriggerable ability. It says if true, and trying to activate an already active instant ability, end it and retrigger it. So, not sure. Like, it should be canceled, for example. So, like, me trying to dodge out of it doesn't really call end ability. So that's what I want to kind of debug and try to figure out. Give me a second. I'm going to fix the stream lights. I'm going to turn that light on. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh. Now toggle it on. That's okay. Okay. So I was looking into the code a little bit. I wonder if I had preserved where I was supposed to be. Doesn't look like I did. So, crap. We basically gotta find out, like, there should be try activate ability. Like, essentially there should be like a path to follow. Wonder if there's also like retrigger, like, all right, so there's some part here. Am I in this function? So internal try activate ability. So if we're instance per actor and we're already active, don't let us activate again, as this breaks the graph. So I wonder if we even get there. Okay, so we triggered that. That makes sense. Then we get there. So let's see what this evaluates to. It should be true. And it is active is false, right? So let me put a breakpoint there. Because in theory it should, so it doesn't even get to that point. So that's where the problem lies, I think. Where, like, I don't even get to hit that breakpoint. So what's the function here? Internal try activate ability. And I think it's in the player character, right? There's this ability tag pressed. and it adds it to this spec handle. So if input tag is valid for I'm curious if like because it should be added to this handle essentially. So process all abilities. So if ability spec is active, so we get to here, I think, right? Yes. So ability spec input pressed. It does this. What is the... So it doesn't even do anything. So let's see. So again, we get to the super spec. We get input pressed. I mean, can I say... I don't know, for some reason, I would imagine... Like, what would be the best way to handle this? Because this is in my gas component, right? So does the default ability system component have anything for this? Or do I have to add it, maybe? So process ability input. So try to activate all abilities that are from... So this is what this one is. Process all abilities that had their input pressed this frame. What do I have to do here? So it should get here, right? Let me see. So try activate ability. Oops. So I'm curious. So because abilities to activate. So it doesn't. Okay. So it doesn't do. Okay, I know why. It doesn't get added. So I think I have to say we do this, but then I can say like if ability spec or do I have to say ability spec ability, what's the property? Retrigger instanced ability. Okay. Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, Bill? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we got diamond hands on that Dogecoin, my guy. It's not going to the moon. I don't know what's happening. Not yet to the moon, man. Um, woof, woof, wrong coin. Yeah, yeah, I know. um, I mean, can I say? Ability CDO. So it's an object pointer to you gameplay ability. Is there a way? Retriggerable. Alright, I know where I have to go. I think I have to do something here. So Devin, do something. Just so I can find it again. I just need to see. So we are following the same previous implementation. There's a special case for gameplay. Okay, so that's not what I needed. In here, so ability B. Okay, so this thing I need. So I think it was here. Let's find my name. Bam. Oh, it's inaccessible. Now why? I mean, can I just do that? But I feel like I should change. That's the ability spec. How can I get to gameplay ability? Ew. So there is only this. If true and trying to activate and already activate, end it and re-trigger it. So why? So it's a protected property. I don't know what's best to get it. If I should make an overridable thing. Let's see. UE5 C++. How to access protected member. Do I have to make it a friend? Yeah, inheritance we don't care about. I think I can make it a friend class. Yeah, friendship. If a class is declared, okay. So did I write my name here? I should write Devin, do something. Okay. Is that usually declared at the top? Like friend. Okay. Maybe that's kosher. Maybe it's not. Let's get rid of some crap we don't need. Now I should, hopefully, be able to say something like, so if ability spec, ability B, so still no. Let me just see if I could say ability CDO B. Yeah. Interesting. I don't understand why I can't do it that way. I just do something like then like if ability CEO. Still can't do that. That's so confusing. But I could do it down here. Crazy. Not sure. My friend did not make any sort of difference. Let's see. Um, I feel like you would. Or do I have to do it the other way? Maybe. Okay. I think what I'll do, I have gas course ability, right? Maybe. So this is already a friend class. Okay. Buongiorno. What's the goal for today? I'm trying to figure out why the flag for a retriggerable ability isn't working. And I believe I found it. I just need to do it correctly. That's the reason why. So they're already friend classes, so it should be kosher. So I should be able to say like this. Bam. Okay. And to gain retriggerable ability functionality, we add this check here. Okay. Let's try to compile and we'll see what happens. So basically what was happening, if I can explain this correctly, the retriggerable ability wasn't working. And the reason was, I believe this is the information and logic that I got from Lyra, if I'm not mistaken. And so basically what happens on, I believe, tick, process ability input happens. And we're tracking which inputs have been pressed for the ability and adding them into a queue or an array of abilities to then activate and iterate over. So here. And what was happening, in my case, we process all abilities that had their input button pressed, right? So I'm doing this. But we get to this check here, where is it active? And in this case, for retriggerable abilities, it is active. So what it was doing is it was just doing this. It wasn't doing this part that I just added. And so, whoops, let's try to fix that. And then it would go down here because, if it wasn't active, then it would then add to the abilities to activate array. And then down here, it would try to activate. And the thing that's interesting about try activate ability is at some point within the function, we have a check here, if it's active and everything like that. So it should be safe to do what I want to try to do. And the reason why I want to do this is for the input buffer purposes. And for general kind of blocking of the ability. For example, for dodge. So yeah, once it finishes compiling, hopefully I'll be able to give an example of what I mean, if this works. Because what I hope will happen is my dodge will essentially break, but in a good way. So I'll be able to dodge in the middle of a dodge. That's what I want to have happen at this moment. I don't want that to be, the final thing, but that's what I want to have happen. So let's see if that happens. Yeah, goal is task fail successfully, for sure. So let's see. So we have our dodge. We have our input buffer that we're going to look into. So let's see. So I dodged, good, and then, yes, now it works. I'm able to just dodge infinitely. So, awesome sauce. So now, what I need to have happen, or at least something I have to figure out at this moment, is what I need to do for this buffer, right? Because I need to basically add a means to block. So I don't know if I should probably do this in code, but just for checking, for sanity purposes, I want to what do I want to do? So not event, I guess I want to do like ability, input buffer, block. We'll just say that. All right. So I'm curious. So this ability is blocked if the target actor has any of these tags. So I'm wondering if when the ability is activated through input, if we're passing along any of these, or do I have to I could also maybe put it under activation blocked or not. Did I not add that tag? Okay. yeah, activation required has this. So status, and there's block, and then there's input. So status block dot ability, I guess, is enough. I just want to see if this will work. And then let's just see where my buffer is. Maybe I put in all the dodges. I think I did. Awesome. So we'll work with just the back for now because that's the easiest one. So we have where we're recording the input buffer, right? So now I need to also define the position in which, because I wonder if I can build this in some way, because like the buffer needs to also block multiple things potentially, and you might need to have separate notify states. Hey, Mr. Squarepeg, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, saying hello. So just for the sake of dodge, just to compartmentalize ourselves within dodge, while I'm dodging, so this whole way up until when our buffer is done, we also want to block activation of dodge, and only at this point do we want to start also recording its input. So I wonder if I can build that within the same notify state. So for example, I would drag this all the way here, but then I would say, okay, at 0.25 seconds or something, that's when I want to start. That's when I want to open the buffer. And I'm curious if I can get away with that. So I want to do, I guess I want to do two things, because there's begin and end, and on the begin and end, that's when I want to remove the block, right? And then also on end, I want to open the buffer after a certain threshold of notify state, because I would need to use tick for sure, right? There's frame delta time. There's animation. I would like to just see what frame delta time is going to give me. So it should just print. Oops. Okay, so dodging now doesn't work for some reason. What happened? Oh, activation required. I put that. Whoops. I want to say activation blocked. Okay, so it is literally just delta, right? So the fact that it would make this like frame dependent, I'm not sure I like. Can I break this at all? Time. Get time seconds. On pause, get world. So get current animation time. Does that do anything? Okay, hold on. I saw some numbers show up. Nope. I would imagine. So get current animation notify state time. I feel like that should give me what I want, no? Like the fact that it's giving me 0, like I don't understand that. What's the current time as a ratio? That's so weird. You would imagine like it would print out, you know, an actual number. So what does this function do? So I just want to see what this gives me. So time to wait for it to display information here for me, if I'll get anything. Trigger time offset. So duration 0.41666 blah 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 87, right? So that's a number, yeah. Notify event. Get trigger time. And then there's event reference. Get current animation time. All right, let's add a UE log here because I'm going to go insane. Okay, warning, text. Now, so current animation time. Don't know if I need to dereference that. So event reference get current animation time. Okay, I don't need that. Should work. Let's do a hot reload here. Let's see, that won't take too long. I'm glad we figured out the retriggerable ability part of it. Now we're doing the meat and potatoes. I'm gonna get down to business here. And again, I'm expecting animation time to go from 0 to, I guess, 0.416, whatever that number was. Like, that was accurate. Like, that notify frame is that value. So it's weird that it's giving me like 100,000th of a decimal point throughout this like check. Now, unless I need to do this in C++, which again would be pretty weird. I don't see why this wouldn't work. You know, I'm always down to do some C++, but like, is that not weird behavior, you know? Okay, just about done. Is my editor gonna crash or something? Okay, there we go. So let's see. We should get something in the input log. I'm gonna clear the log. I'm gonna dodge backwards. Yeah. So see, so animation time is showing me 0. So current animation time. Gets the current animation's time that this notify was fired at. Okay. So that's why it's returning 0. So what does this say? So gets the current time in seconds relative to the start of the event. So I don't think that does what it's supposed to do, which sucks. Because basically it's just doing 0 minus 0. So it's like get trigger time, that's when it gets triggered. What things for time do we have? So that doesn't seem right. Gets the current animation's time that this notify was fired at. Again, there's not that much for time here. So get duration. Get end trigger time, get trigger time. So time. There's a lot of times. Let's see if the AI assistant knows what to do. So UE5 C++, get current animation time. Okay, we can use the function get position. There's mesh component, anim instance, montage position. Just for the sake of knowing. That looks right. So getting the position works. So I don't know. Should this be C++? I don't think so. For now, I'll leave it like this because also the input buffer component is not in C++. But we're gonna do what? Let's look at dodge again. So we're going to block the whole time, right? So if I start, I'm gonna say add loose gameplay tags. We're gonna say blocking tags. And then on end, we're going to do remove loose gameplay tags. I'm guessing replicate will need to be a thing. We got to make that public. Do that. So we do that. And then on tick, we would want to say if it's greater than start input, so open input buffer time. And then instead of this happening on again, grab all that. I'm going to just nuke that. Replicate, yes. Should be able to go into tick now. Open input buffer. So in theory, now I need to make this exposed. So open input buffer time. So I want to open it up right about maybe here. So can I say 0.17? And let me take out this. We don't need this print string anymore. I will just put a breakpoint. Let's see if this opens when I think it would. Looks like it did. But at this point, since it's on tick, it will keep doing that. Can I get a do once? Let me do a print string. Open buffer. Okay, so so did I put the print string at the wrong position? No. So do once doesn't seem like I can have a local variable, right? Yeah. So B buffer open. And not, well, I mean, I could do what, and not end. Oops. NAND. Let's just see if that does what I need it to do. No. Okay. Is it because it's not, is this like not persistent maybe? Let's just try this last way. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So I think what we can do for safeguarding this is, we can just do that, do that. Is we could do a do once here. and then we can reset it on close. So now, we know the buffer will be open just the once. But now we didn't add the blocking tag. So we want what? The status.block.ability. Now we should be able to not spam. But for some reason, the tags are not being removed. So, ability tags. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, status.blockability. So I have 29 of those tags. Okay. Why? Print. Does it get printed 29 times? No. For whatever reason. So am I doing something weird on tick that I'm not realizing? Oh. That's what happens when you copy and paste stuff. Whoopsie poopsie. Now, yes. So that all works, and now all I have to do is put this here. I should be able to buffer the input. Let me get rid of this. Too much debug on screen. Let's see. So I'm going to tap, and there we go. But yeah, there's the problem still. Why am I able to do that? It's because the other dodges aren't set up correctly now. So, it would be nice to somehow be able to update the time where, like, okay, you said point like 1.7, it's here. That would be a really cool feature for the notify. I wonder if I can do that. It's a lot of like actual editor scripting, which I'm not 100% sure on. Well, we can try to figure that out when we move this to C++. Let's just set up all our animations here. We can assume, yeah, that's good. Okay, so now all our stuff is mocked up. So I should be able to do this now correctly. Because like double tapping really quick doesn't work, right? But, you know, a slight delay. You can always play around with how that feels. I think it feels decent. I'm also curious, like, how we feel about, you know, forward driven movement versus, you know, strafing. Because I temporarily disabled the control rotation automatically updating. I'm curious, you know, if it feels better to do it that way. I do want to add jumping, I think. I don't know if this is going to work for clients or not. This whole input buffering. Yeah, it doesn't. So I wonder how I can get that to work. The movement interruption works, but the input buffer doesn't. Now I wonder, do I like just have to make it component replicates and then like I'm good? No. Now is it because try activate happens? Okay, so it doesn't even get to that point. Okay, close. Good. So we don't have anything buffered. So I'm guessing this doesn't work. So I'm missing something that needs to be replicated, mayhaps. Um, let's see if it even recognizes I'm pressing this. It is, okay. Okay. Hmm. So for some reason the input config is null for clients. Guess it has to be replicated. Not sure. I'll try to figure that out when I move this to C++, because I'm assuming this will also be strange. But at least we figured that bug, because I'll have to do a couple different things. Like in blueprints, I have to like kind of manually see what needs to be buffered and everything like that. But in C++, I should be able to like iterate through all of like the different input actions that exist and kind of find their events to some other function that will add the thing to the buffered input. I wonder if I can ability get tagged ability actions. Now, just for each, can I break this one? I forget if I can. Yeah, I can. Now, can I assign or triggered? What events do I have? Create event? No, and then I have nothing for assign, right? So that's where the flaw will be in blueprints. So I'll have to just manually try to buffer everything that I need to buffer, which I may not want to be able to. Like for example, whoops. Let me just play as a server. Like when I'm pressing 3. Well, I guess it's already blocked with the cancel ability. But, you know, when I'm doing this ability, I don't want to be able to dodge, right? So that's just a matter of adding to the tag relationship mapping for one. What am I even trying to say? Oh, I should get rid of that try activate ability temp warning. Because I might want to also block this while dodging. You know, I don't want you to be able to do stuff like that. So I guess there's a bunch of tag relationship mappings I should set up. But at the same time, like for dodge, for example, if I were to set it strictly within the tag relationship mapping, it won't automatically fire if it's buffered, you know? Like the dodge ability would have to end completely, which may not be what I want. So for example, I should have a tag relationship mapping here, right? TR character base, right? So if I were to say ability dot type dot action dot instant dot fireball. No, I should say dodge. Sorry. So dodge. So whenever we're dodging, we would block maybe other instant abilities, right? So if I were to do that, in theory, I would see how I'm not able to do it, but I'm like, so I'm pressing and then it finally goes, right? But it waits for the whole dodge to finish, which doesn't feel good. So ideally, what would happen is, so activation required tags, for example, we would have activation block tags as like this. And let me add the instant magic We'll say it that much. And we would say activation block tag the same. So now we also need to add it to the buffer, right? And again, this will be eventually the problem. So I'll need to track what I'm doing. So enhanced input, and I don't even know which one this is, honestly. Let me look up. Right now, it should be what? Ability set, character base, charge movement, and there's evade, equipment example. Yes. Native actions, input actions, expand. So it would be input, so IA equipment ability, right? So I would just have to duplicate this a bunch of times for as many as I would need to track, which is not a big deal, but I could forget, you know? So now I think, in theory, I can dodge and press X, and it would, okay, didn't work. That worked. Yeah, so it's too quick, I think. But it does work. Like, the input buffer doesn't happen as soon as I'd like. So we could possibly have different blocking tags. That would be removed at different times, but I would like to unify that. So maybe it would feel better. So we're going to leave it like this. And we're gonna have to translate this to C++, which won't be a big deal. Definitely won't do that tonight. And we'll also have to make sure it works in multiplayer. And I think we'll make a C++ version of this, I think. So actually, yeah, let's just at least start this tonight. Tools, new C++ class. I open this. Why is this dialog box like so tiny? Actor component. Next. So let's see. Public game. Should be under animation? No. Systems. There's character and then there's component. I'll just put input buffer. Okay. Thank you. Then we're going to say GASC, guest course. Input buffer component. I can't create it because of the widget. Okay, can I do Control-Shift-W? Q. I'll increase the size back in a second. So we're at 1.5. There we go. Hopefully you guys can at least read it a little bit. So we'll let that compile. And then we can at least start on a few different things. Okay. I'm just going to move this to the other side of the screen here. We're in C++ now. Let us clear things up a wee bit. So primary component ever tick. False. We don't need this bad boy to be ticking. We need a begin play. We're going to need a reference to our character, most likely, but we'll just kind of hit the ground running, you know, fuck it. I'll stream for maybe 20, 30 more minutes. We'll see how far we get. So we're going to say we need a private, I guess we could just, no, it'll be private. We don't need tick component, bye-bye. Remove you here, bye-bye. So we're going to say class U gas course, or no, A, class A gas course character. Owning character equals null pointer. U property. Bing bang boom. Now we need the player controller. And then we also have the ability system component. I guess this could just be ability system component. So that's all kosher, I believe. Now, is there a replicate or B replicates or something? It's gonna tell me to do something else, right? Ah. Or is it just set replicates? True. Okay, so now on begin play, I can do so A gas course player controller. No, I could just say owning controller, right? That, and then there should be what, a like check. And then we gotta get the controlled pawn. So owning character equals owning controller, get pawn. Gotta cast this bish. check. Owning character. And then finally, we can do owning ASC equals owning character, get ability system. Check. Owning ASC. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, we're good there. So that's everything that we did on begin play here, right? I'm just going to disconnect that so we're tracking it. So now we have functions for begin or open input buffer and close buffer. So maybe I can have these as blueprint implementable events because they're pretty straightforward. I think they have to be public. So you function blueprint implementable function, or is it blueprint native event? Yeah. Void open input buffer. Generate that. Cool. Then close input buffer. Same idea. I believe with this much, we should be able to compile and reparent this. And we should still have, we would have to update some stuff here. So in preparation of that, I'm going to just get rid of those. We're going to have a problem here. That's okay. We'll fix that in a second. So let's recompile, see if we get any problems. Let's see, boop, boop, boop. Building 10 actions, sick. I need to, man, I need a even faster computer, I think. I need either more RAM or a better CPU or something. Sometimes these compile times are a little ridiculous. 64 gig of RAM. Dude, at work, the computers that we're using have 256 gigs of RAM. I think I have 32 here. Definitely 64 would be the way to go. I need to upgrade. I bought this one pre-made, so I don't know really what the insides look like. I don't know if I'm able to easily replace the RAM or not. Hopefully I would. Yeah. But I think the motherboard that I have in this PC can only hold two RAM sticks, which is a problem. I guess I didn't do my research when I bought it. Man, it's a pretty big woof. Big oof, if you will. I know you will, Bill, but or anyone else out there. But yeah, I also maybe this weekend I'll have to do a write up on my ongoing blog about the damage numbers. Because I made a short write up on Discord. I could probably reuse a bunch of the stuff there and rewrite it in a more professional way. Or at least with a little more detail. That'll be a good thing to post about, I think. But yeah, our Discord's getting pretty big. 201 members. Not bad. But most people aren't really that active. But I'm also not a Discord mod. Crap. Set is replicated by default preferred during component construction. Okay. So we used the wrong one here. There we go. Let's try recompiling again. Yeah, I need a Discord kitten. Like crazy. But we got a couple of people that are talking and chatting and helping each other, which I think is nice. Maybe I should get like the, cat headphones too. That'd be pretty cool. And they glow. Now I'm just convincing myself of something I shouldn't get, honestly. So let's see if we hit that ensure again here. Yeah, again, I think I added checks here. I don't want to do ensures, I don't think. Yeah, don't fuel this, Bill. Do not fuel this. My birthday's coming up, if you want to get me a gift, I won't say no to, glowing kitten ear headphones. Okay, so those errors that we're seeing are known, so that's not a problem. Yeah, not letting the hate win, my friend. No. So let's see if my give me your PayPal. No, I can give you my Revolut though. How about instead of getting me headphones, you just give me the equivalent in Dogecoin or Shiba. I'm holding diamond hands on Shiba Inu so hard. It's kind of crazy. It's actually upsetting. So here are the errors that I knew were going to be there, right? I should have events now for... Oh, I got to first reparent this. For some reason it's not showing. Blueprint spawnable, all that good stuff. All right, what if I were to make a new component, for example? Okay, so for some reason, this component is not showing up in the project. Ooh, question mark. So here's that .h. So blueprintable I need. Let's try that again. Dude, that Meat Canyon video you showed me earlier, man, that was gross. His videos really do creep me the fuck out. I don't like watching them. I had to like force myself to look at it and just watch it, man. The art style and everything. Oh, very talented work, but Jesus Christ. All right. Assuming this will work, the plan for the rest of the stream, I think, will be reparenting what we have for this input buffer component, hooking up our blueprint implementable events to what we currently have scripted there, update the animation notify state, and just confirm that it's still working. And I think that'll be a good place to end, I guess, for the day. I think I'm on the last boss of Cyberpunk too, the base game. So I'm going to try to beat that tonight. And if I do beat it, then I can jump into Phantom Liberty, which is another, like, I've been playing Cyberpunk for what? So 77 hours isn't accurate. I've tried playing the game before in other playthroughs. My current playthrough, I'm at something around 60 something hours. And I know Phantom Liberty is like the same length, so I gotta play that for a long time. Then there's so many games I want to play. I got Black Myth Wukong. I want to try the Axis Unseen. I might try that first. I don't know. I bought a bunch of shit, dude. Honestly. And the cool stuff with Cyberpunk, you know, I work with people who worked on Cyberpunk, so you know they're always making references to it. They're always talking about it, so it's good to you know actually play, you know, the last title that they worked on. It's also why I went through Witcher 3. I should also play the other Witchers, but you know 3 is the best reference for us. So I should have an input buffer now, right? Yes. Cool. Now I should have open buffer. I should have close buffer. Now I should be able to update these variables. So they're private. I should be able to still see them. So owning character. No, I don't. So I guess they have to be protected, or I have to make them like blueprint read only or something like that. So let's just first fix these things. So I should be able to say no. So I'm casting to this. So I should be able to just, well, there is this input buffer component. So am I able to do event open or anything? – Can I cast to this? Just does that. There's flush input open. I can't open or close that from here, which I'm not sure as to why. So I'm going to do blueprint read only. I should be able to have this meta accessor thing. Meta equals, I gotta remember. I know, blah, 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 player, I think has some stuff like a meta, yeah, allow private access true, right? I could probably just grab this. I don't want it to be visible anywhere. It does need a category. So something like that should be what I want. So that should be kosher. Printable valid to say here? I don't know. We'll try this. Maybe in the meantime, I can ask the AI assistant here. So UE5 plus blueprint native event make visible of other classes, I guess. Definitely not sure if that's the right answer. So blueprint callable. Okay. Oh, did I cancel that in time? I don't think so. So let's see. So blueprint callable. Let's try that again. This will be our Hail Mary attempt at getting this to work. I also, if they have like a deadline for 5.5, because it's in preview, I think, still. But that's okay. We'll get there eventually, right? Hey, we got a guest in the background. Oh, you can't really see. We got Lola. Hey, Lola. Hodge. You want to hang out? Come here, boo-boo. Hodge. All right, you'll come in on your own time, huh? Okay. Sometimes she lays on the desk when we're vibing. So let's see if we got the blueprint read-onlys. So I should have like owning character. Yeah, owning ASC. Okay, so it's a gas course ability system component that I'll need. Let me just do this for the time being. We're slowly moving things to C++ anyway. So we should have owning character. Again, this will have to cast. Wait, no. I'm doing gas course character, not player character. All right, let's fix that. And I guess we'll fix the ability system component type as well. We're gonna do gas course ability system component. We're going to do a gas course player character. We're going to do a gas course player character. And then we're going to do cast U gas course ability system component. That should be what we need. 10 times the charm. I think we got it this time, though. I'm gonna be real. Lola's playing with her tail. All right. Here we go. Let's see. We almost got there. I need to drink some water. Drank too much sugar-free Red Bull. I'm on that sugar-free life, you know? I'm also on that Voda life, you know what I mean? And I'm also curious, just for my own, like, education. I don't know if I should bother trying to draw and write my own, like, I am GUI to, like, show buffered inputs and stuff like that. Let's just see if this will work. Yes, close input buffer. Bam. Open input buffer. Bam. But yeah, I wonder how I would want to, like, kind of write this debug. You know, when it's open, you know, show a line, everything's open, see the recorded things, show that it's closed, and then kind of show the executed input. I think would be an interesting debug to be able to see. And I know, like, I have a reference with the cog debug stuff. Like, there's a bunch of examples on, like, you know, because I've, like, this is what the debug comes with, you know, like, and it would be interesting to have one explicitly for input buffering. And there is, like, an input one, so there's, like, input actions. So maybe I can make a category for, like, buffer, you know what I mean? Maybe that would be pretty cool. And it could help me learn more. You know, that's the ultimate goal, you know what I mean? To just learn as much as I possibly can. So let's just close all our windows just so we have a clear conscious there. So now I should be able to plug everything in as intended. Redundant casting. Bang, boom. This should be able to be nuked. I can just super this. Delete unused variables. Boom, all good. So in theory, everything should still work. So let's find out. Again, this is our input buffering. I thought I told you to close. Get out of here. So, and it doesn't. Awesome. Oh, it does. I'm just so used to double tapping too quickly. So yeah, the buffering still works, which is good. And I guess there should be like a general, like, flushing mechanism, like a safety net for, flushing all the buffered inputs. Like if someone makes like a huge buffering of like 10 seconds or something, you might want to flush input after like 2 seconds just to, kind of fix that. But yeah, we might want to. I don't know how you guys feel. Like if you have dodge on B on Xbox, right? Like honestly, in some games, double tapping will make you roll. I don't know if I want that. So in this use case, like if you were to double tap, would you expect to again dodge if it was in that quick succession, or is it okay to have like that kind of timing? Because maybe I'm just wrong there. Like I feel like if I don't give players something that happens on a double tap, they might expect it to be buffered, But yeah, we reached a decent point, I think. We're halfway done with the refactor of moving things to C++. We just now gotta be able to dynamically assign these events and track those things appropriately. So it shouldn't be too bad. So that's where I'm going to end it for today. So thanks so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. For those watching on Twitch, make sure to follow here on Twitch. And if you'd like, I need to sign into Twitch myself. Oh, whoops. I don't want to join Twitch. I want to sign. I have a login. That makes me think that probably Streamlabs bot is not going to work, but we'll try it anyway. SMS code, of course. Does that work? Yes. So come join the Discord if you aren't already there. Definitely ask your questions. We have a lot, not that many discussions, but the more the merrier, and those for watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And all the live streams will be there. And I don't know, did I do something for TikTok? I don't think so. Oh, I do. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. All that good stuff. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. We'll try to stream again tomorrow, try to finish up this refactor into C++ for input buffer, and then we'll move on to something else. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon.